moving house soon, and part of that has been I've been wanting a lizard for a long time, but I've been saving till I can move house, and now I'm in lockdown, so I've just been looking at this tank with nothing in it for 3 months. So I made a tiny miniature tent for a gecko to go in.
Tiny little tent.
Yeah, because I'm theming the tank after like an Angkor Wat style ruined temple, and so it's like a little archaeologist tent for going outside.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. And the fact that you're having to move house to fit the tank in is extraordinary. I mean, how big is this tank? It's just literally a life-size Angkor Wat just sitting there.
Yeah, well, I have this problem called I'm not allowed outside anymore, so I feel like a tank is maybe where I'm safest from Corona. So I'm thinking of moving in with the gecko. And I just sort of felt like I wanted some scenery that reflected how I feel, which is just overgrown, falling down, collapsing inside, and ancient, just like rubble.
That's pretty good property in South London. That's solid.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pitch of a weird sitcom. I'm moving in with a gecko. You know what I mean?
You haven't been clear if you're buying the gecko when you get to the house, or if the gecko is already at this new house waiting for you, and it's just to be like, "Hello," when you arrive.
I get there, and he's like, "Don't worry, I did a deep clean." He's got his little rubber gloves on.
The gecko's already there because Naomi's had to scale down for this property.
Hey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think the gecko is the new landlord. It's his house, and
and we're just living in it.
Yeah,
it's the gecko's world, and we're just living in it. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gecko.
Is it true? Is it true? Maybe you can answer this for me, Naomi. That they're called geckos because they make the noise. It goes. Oh, is that right?
That's exactly what they're called, geckos. Yeah.
I wasn't asking you.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. Was I right about that?
I have no clue. But I do know.
James, you're right.
It is. Yeah. I learned that in Cambodia because I had really big geckos, and they do go gecko.
Yeah.
How big we talking?
We're talking, well, the listeners can't see, but like a good foot. Like they were big geckos. When I used to be in Spain, they were little tiny ones used to sort of crawl about the place. But yeah,
I saw quite a few small ones in Malaysia. I stayed in this sort of like jungle hut in the jungle in Malaysia. We ate dinner with this family. It was quite amazing. And we're all sort of like laid out all this amazing food on the floor, and there were a load of geckos on the roof because there was just so many flies coming in that geckos were having a smorgasbord of fly time. So there's just a horde of geckos skittering across the roof. And then the guy sat next to me who's like, "Hey man, you gotta be careful. One of them's going to drop in your curry every now and then, huh? Want to watch out, don't you? Huh?" It was like, what ceiling gecko is going to land in my nasi goreng? And that was it. I couldn't relax the entire day.
I'm going to bring my gecko to your house and just leave it there, and you'll never know.
I'll never know.
Until it goes,
want to watch Wall Street. Right.
So
we are not about to have. Speaking of people who are not about to have a gecko in their curry, I don't know.
That is
with this shit.
Mate. That is the worst.
We are in the Sightless Sea.
That was a dark shipwreck of a link, wasn't it?
It's like, I can't even be bothered, man. Look, they're not going to have geckos in the curry, all right?
All right. You watch, there'll be a fucking gecko in a curry by the end of this, the way it goes, just to complete that. It'll end up
You're
being
just
a lie
annoyed
as
we
well.
killed your rust monster, man. Yeah.
Hey, that wasn't rusty. If that thing had been rusty, that would have got you. Do you know, actually, that thing had weaknesses. Do you know what it was weak to?
What?
Adamantine.
It was weak to adamantium. I was waiting for you to do recall knowledge on it. It was like,
what is it about they like?
It's because everything is vulnerable to adamantium. So everything has it listed as vulnerabilities. But it just seems really weird when you meet something that has no other vulnerabilities.
I have a question. So, when do we get to play Wolverine?
Advanced Player's Guide out now. Has rules? No, it doesn't.
I've been trying to make.
Can be a hairy Canadian.
Been trying to make Caragor the Wolverine of the group from the main podcast for ages. As close as we're going to get, and he can't touch a rust monster, so we're screwed either way.
Yeah.
Wop, wop,
Love
wop.
that monster. Right, let's pick up with our adventuring party, with Shania, who is rapidly approaching motherhood. It does seem
Things are
she's
happening.
screaming towards that. Stuff is happening. She is in the water. She is trying to recover from it. She is being not recover from it. She's trying to soothe herself. She's being helped by her birthing partner, Karen. Who is,
I'm doing the Lion King sort of entry song this time. It's very. There's a circle of life, and it moves us. And there's just like a wheel of tiny centipedes like going round and like lifting themselves up towards the lion rock that is Shania.
And we're in the water, so there's also some fish that are sort of bowing their heads. It's very hard to tell because they're fish.
Don't bend in the middle so good.
Lobsters are clicking their claws.
Yeah.
We're going to come back down the beach and Karen's just on a rock holding the baby up to the sky, just being like...
Yeet. And just
Imrath is helping out. Imrath there with the flannel.
Yeah, dabbing her head, making sure she can have a hand to hold while she contracts.
Excellent.
I feel like Imrath is like the personification of a wet handkerchief.
Yeah, pretty much. He is the wet flannel, so...
He's just wiping himself on Shania's face.
He's draped over her forehead.
Unbelievable. And meanwhile, Nallus, the life of the party, Nallus, has gone off with the two small people, one of which is a drow, or is it a goblin, called Fly, and one of which is a deep gnome called Nabastian. And you have gone off to try and investigate a small cluster of buildings built out of driftwood that you found on the side of the beach. And as you have opened it, the door is opened, and you have been met by a ghoul wearing a hat, looking at you, who introduced himself. He says, "Hey, I'm Gary Gabagoo. Hey, what brings you to my shipyard?"
Gabagoo.
Gary.
I feel like you're going to close the door and walk.
Gary. Hello.
Hey!
I am Fly, the Drow of the House Flickerlows. This is my best friend, Nabastian. And my other good friend here, Nalas.
We are not friends.
We are such good friends. And I pat him on the back of his knees.
Touch me again, you shall lose that hand.
Good. Shut up. Listen.
What, we have some need of an amulet. Have you seen such a thing?
Oh! Hey, Gary's got all kinds of things in here. All such things wash up on the edge of the Sightless Sea. Gary's the guy that can sort you out. Gary can find anything you want. You want a ship? You want a boat? You want a raft? You want any of these things? You come into my shipyard, I cut you a great deal.
You can have anything you want as long as it's a boat.
Yeah. I feel like the anything includes things that are mainly ships, my lord.
Hey, not at all. Not just I got ships. I also got yachts. I got schooners. I got sloops. I got them all. Gary Gabagoo.
How many different boat types can you name?
I think we're finding out. I think that's the purpose of this NPC.
Let's everyone just sit
just
back.
getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I got liners. I got aircraft carriers. I got a nuclear submarine. Eh?
Is that a boat?
Is there a way? How far are we away from the birthing center?
You can kind of see the group a little further down the beach.
You can hear from far away. Like,
I can hear the
It's
whale
Godzilla!
noises. Quick, get in the nuclear sub. I wave the other group over as fervently as I can, knowing that a group drow decision should be the only people to encounter this kind of thing, and not the smaller races. The eyes fly. So
Right,
I wave.
he
the
waves. Nabastian waves over the birthing party.
Yeah,
to
I
the
think
Esmond
that
Cluster
Shania
Class.
has now got one of those like gowny dresses for photos that they have with the big split so the tummy can be out. Just like dragging along in the water behind her with this like white net thing.
Karen has everything she needs.
Yeah.
Has a birthing gown for Shania to wear.
That's lucky because Shania ripped all her clothes off. So.
She did.
Yeah, I know.
For the sake of our family podcast.
If Shania wants to go buck naked, I'm cool with that.
So do you make your way out? Do you go and do you join the others?
Yeah, I guess so. We've been waved over, right? So,
You have.
So yeah. We
Tell me, Gary, we are looking for an amulet, something that maybe sometimes people can wear. They don't necessarily need to wear them, but it could look shiny, or it could be a jewel, or, something this big, and he holds out his hands, or something a bit bigger, holds out his hands a bit bigger, or something even very tiny and holds his hands very small.
Well, I'm glad you held out your hands like that, guy, because now I can understand it. I have a real problem with size. I can tell you that. I'm a visual thinker. You know that? I need a visual. Oh, I tell you what, I can help you out with that. You want a sort of a gemstone thing? You want like a talisman? That sounds like the sort of thing that the Drow come down here for, huh?
Yes,
like
that
the
is
sort of
what
thing-
we come down here for, yes.
It
That
sounds
is
like
what they come down here for. Yes, those drow that come searching for such things.
What I can tell you this. I can tell you that they may come on the island. They may come on that island out in the middle of the ocean. There's a whole group. The Underfens, they call them. They make the amulets. They're like a sacred thing. Sometimes people come over. They ship them over to the shore. They pick them up here. They buy them and they take them back up to the surface. It's a whole baby thing for real important babies. I can tell you that. But I can tell you, you ain't gonna be finding one around here anytime soon.
So we need to get on some sort of transport to get onto the fucking island?
Well, that's
I
what
I
mean,
knew
I
there was
think-
somewhere we could get a ship from.
Yeah, I think you can
Yes.
say boat, like you are speaking to a man who runs a shipyard, and we need to go over the water. So I don't know what transport you thought we'd take.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is what I am
Yeah.
saying. I
Yeah,
am
Mr.
saying we
Fly,
need
yeah.
transport, so we need this guy.
Yeah,
This is what I am saying.
yeah. If you were Drow,
Nalas,
you
what
wouldn't be
the fuck?
afraid. I swear to the mother, if you speak to me like this again, I will put an arrow in your head.
I love you.
Right,
Nalas.
you Gabagoo. We need a boat.
Gary
Now.
Gabagoo at your service.
Now,
You want a
Now,
boat?
get the boat.
Get the boat. now.
Come on, do it.
That's what I'm gonna say. But after you're gonna have a real trouble getting into those amulets after the shipwreck. That's what I'm saying. After that last group of Drow came over like 6-7 months ago. They come over to go to the island, pick up some of them. They never come back. I hear that there's sea creatures out there. The ship is just floating, part of a bunch of wrecks out there in the ocean. I don't know what happened, but it sounded like something pretty bad happened out there. Me, I'm afraid of the water.
Are we over? Are we there?
Yes,
by now?
yeah,
We
yeah,
heard some
you've
of this,
rejoined the
right?
group.
Okay.
We still need a boat, Gary.
You need
So,
a boat?
Now.
All
do
right.
you have a boat?
Gary puts his clammy arm around you. There's
What is this? They're so tactile down there. Hates this.
They're touchy people are ghouls. I don't know if I should make you roll versus paralysis now. You seem like an educated kind of guy. You seem like the kind of guy who wants a luxury in his life. Come over here. I got this 15-footer over here. Isn't she beautiful? And he points at a sort of rickety-looking boat, half sunk, half submerged in the water.
I'd like
But-
to.
Oh.
Sorry. If it's cool for me to enter the scene.
Yeah,
Of
absolutely.
course.
I would like to appear with my best Drow snoot face on. And I would like to say, this is a magical moment in a young Drow's life, and I will not have you cheapen it with this piece of junk.
Yeah, takes a step.
Nothing but the best.
Right. Well, I'm really sorry. You see, notices Shania for the first time. He's like, "Oh, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause offense. Obviously, this is a real magical moment. It's a real special time. I should be acknowledging that. I should be helping you out with that. I should be doing something good for you on that." So he rummages in a box and he pulls out like a baby booster seat. He says, "On the house with your purchase for the new mother."
This is the most important birth over the next 10 centuries.
Yeah.
The choices you make today are going to affect quite a long way in your little future. So
Ooh.
I would be making some strong choices today.
Yeah, honored sister, I do not think this Gary Gabadoo knows anything about boats. This boat
Hey!
is shit.
Just take a boat. Just get me a boat. Just take a boat. I feel pretty. It's a magical moment. Everything is great. Give me a fucking boat.
Oh, okay. Looks like you're not too picky. Hey, I got this one ready to go. She's seaworthy. She's not 100%, but hey, I can see you're in a hurry. I can see you don't want to spare with the details. Do you want me to give her a new coat of paint? No, all right.
No! Shania
All right.
gets in the boat.
Nebastian gets in the boat as soon as he sees Shania getting it. He presumes that the baby booster seat is for him and takes it wordlessly and gets on the boat there.
Amazing. All
I'll
right,
get in the boat.
so how y'all thinking of paying for this?
I kick the boat off from the shore. Just like look at him dead in the eyes and just push the boat away from the shore like,
Fly gets in the boat before this
what you
happens.
gonna do?
Yeah. You gotta. Hey, don't worry. I gotta. Whoa, I'm real scared of that water. Real scared of that water. Probably not gonna swim after you. You're gonna come back anytime. We'll talk finance. All right. We'll talk finance when you get back. Don't worry about it. All right. Just Gary Gabagool. Anytime you're here, we'll.
Nalas,
Gary, you're gonna get fired.
I
Yeah,
think this
honored
is
sister.
the most empathetic I felt towards you probably in our entire life.
Thank you, honored sister. Yeah, it was great. Gave me great joy to see how you handled this Gabagoo. That was truly noble.
You sail away from Gary
sorry, I'm getting a
Gabagool's
door knock.
shipyard.
Hold on 1 second.
I am also getting a door knock. Oh, I thought it was an expression that you had. No, okay, fine. It's okay. I'll just sit here in the boat.
Sail away, sail
Sail
away,
away,
sail
sail
away. Sail away, sail.
Oh no, it is Rory Bagori. Oh, what are you doing here?
Well, I've actually been alive for hundreds of years.
Rory has been made into part of the boat. Just so.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd be a plug for a while. You know, just.
But I bet poor old Gary wasn't expecting a credit system from these guys then. I bet he wasn't expecting everyone to pay in a drown payment.
Yikes.
Unbelievable. So you leave Gary Gabagool and the. Would you believe that ghouls are an established ancestry within the Darklands? There are whole cities and civilizations of ghouls that live in the Darklands. And
Not
I
by the
read
time
precisely...
that me and Nalas are done with them.
Yeah. We shall burn their cities.
People are- they're all like that. They just, on the surface, they're like slathering monsters. As soon as they get down, they release their inner Gary.
Literally just sort of crawling in their graves, just been like, "Ooh, that was a big, that's quite a good scare there." Oh,
Real tough day on the surface there. Cut loose.
Did you see how he ate that kid? Oh, woo, woo. Yeah.
Oh.
I think I prefer
So
them as
you,
slaughtering monsters.
Everyone does. You sail away on the boat. You look over the side as you do, and you see the name of the ship that you have, say in inverted commas, purchased from Gary. The boat is named the Grandel Cracker. As you sail it away along the beach and off into the ocean in the and so, do any of you have any abilities whatsoever that would make you good at sailing?
What? How is this boat sailing? Does it have a sail, or is this a rowboat?
It has a sail, and there
Has
do
a
appear to
sail.
be winds down here. There is a breeze blowing.
I'm
You've
trained.
no idea where it's come from, but
What about the nature of the sea?
nature might help you. Might help you
Okay.
navigate.
I'll
Also
be
I
trying.
have performance.
Ooh.
Maybe I could just pretend that I know what I'm doing.
I like to deceive the boat into thinking I'm its captain.
Yes.
What about warfare?
Warfare,
Yeah?
naval.
Deception? Can we deceive the boat? into thinking that we know what we're doing, and it'll
You
just...
want to? That was Naomi's idea, wasn't it? Yeah, that was
Naomi
the,
just said
so-
that. She just said
Sorry,
that.
I was concentrating on my terrible roll that I got for nature. I got 12.
a 12. Okay, so some terrible navigating going on. Let's
I'm
try
much better
and
at deceiving the boat.
what do you get for the deception check?
22.
22. So everyone thinks it's going great.
I would like to use my survival. Would that be an
Survival
applicable
sounds
skill?
good. Yeah, survival
Okie
sounds
dokie.
like a good idea.
Oh, well, you don't have to worry about it too much. It's only 13.
Oh my goodness! All right, I'll take an athletics or an acrobatics if anyone wants to try and climb the mast and get the sails rigged properly.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 1. So.
Sebastian watches excitedly just in case Fly falls into the waters.
Oh my god, that's a critical
He doesn't
fail.
get off the
Managed an
deck.
18 on athletics.
Athletics. All right, good.
So the
Shania,
pregnant lady climbs up.
No! Illegal. I got a 22 on acrobatics.
amazing. Okay, so what happens in this order is Fly manages to completely dismantle the sails. Like he just pulls a rope and the sail just falls from the mast and just neatly folds up on the deck. And then pregnant Shania and Karen climb up the ropes and reset the sails, pull all the ropes tight and get the ship sailing again.
If we've
No,
learned
they
anything
have to
from...
be. No, they have to be down for the ship to go. They have to be down on the decks for the ship to go.
Sebastian swats Fly's hand down and goes, "Shut up!"
And if
That
we've
was a
learned
real
anything...
Drown.
Sorry.
Hello! See, I'll shout out for the puns, Naomi. No one does
you.
it here. I'll
Thank
shout
you.
them out, okay? I'm the
I
one.
didn't
I'm
hear
the
it
one
because
beacon.
Drum's
We
voice
didn't-
was
we didn't
going.
hear it 'cause, yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Sorry, we crashed
Right,
into it. We headbutted on that one. Apologies. All right, let's just carry on.
All right, so you make your way sailing through the Sightless Sea. You can still hear this sort of rumbling noise somewhere in the distance, and as you sail along, on the very edge of your vision, way off in the darkness, like it's pretty creepy out here. You're out at sea, and you can, even with dark vision, you can only see up to a certain distance, and none of that gets towards the edge of the cavern. So all around you, at some point, you just hit darkness. Just complete pitch black that you can't see through, and the same sort of up and around. So you're in this little bubble basically going along, but you catch a glimpse over to the left, very, very faintly in the distance. You can see a great rushing of water. You see what looks like a water spout. There's this column of water, hundreds of feet across, that appears to be just roaring upwards and just going and disappearing up into the sky, disappearing up into the roof of the cavern, as if it's like a waterfall but going backwards, which thankfully, thanks to Karen and Shania, you steer clear of. Despite everyone else's best efforts to navigate directly into, you manage to stay away from it. And as you sail a little further along from it, you come across ahead. You see a cluster of wrecked ships. You see a number of ships that all appear to have kind of clustered together somehow. They're kind of cracked in, sort of crunched into each other. And you can see the way the water is lapping. You can see it appears to be a sandbank here, where a number of ships have run aground on there. And as you approach it, you can see that one of the ships has the house crest of House Azrani on the side.
Can I make a perception check to pin down where the sandbank is, please?
Sure. Go ahead.
Oh, thank God for that. It is 23.
A 23, yeah, you get a real good idea of where the sandbank is, and you're able to guide the ship around it. You should be able to get the ship alongside the House Azrani vessel without running aground.
Okay.
What would you like to do, crew of the Grandel Cracker?
Do we?
Should we take a look?
Well, the talisman's on the island. Oh, sorry, you're doing it in character. Sorry, using our made-up names. My lordship, isn't the talisman on the island?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we go to the island. Come, we find the talisman. I think this must happen quickly now.
Yeah, let's get off the boat and have a little look around.
Okay, where are you getting off the boat?
Sorry, we're going towards that bank. Are we?
I think out of character, it's whether or not this sandbank is the island that we're heading towards, or I think this is just a sandbank. I don't
really?
think I don't think this is the island.
It's not an island. It's a sandbank with a load of wrecked ships on it, which all seem to have kind of crashed into each other. They've been weirdly crunched together in a sort of strange way. It's like a little cluster of shipwrecks all together.
Gary,
Almost like
Gary
moved
said,
past it. We moved past it.
Yeah, we
Go
should
for the
go
island.
past it.
Okay, you have no idea where this island is. You've gained no information whatsoever from Gary about the location of an island.
Oh, we can't see it. I
No,
thought we could see. No.
You see, this is what you see. You sail up and you see this ship. This is what you can find. This is what you have found. On
Right,
your...
then in that case, we investigate the stuff. All right, that's what we
Okay.
do. Investigate the stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So you pull the ship alongside. Where do you want to pull the ship up?
Probably alongside the House's Rainy wreck.
So you pull the This feels weird to know that you sort of knew that some of you maybe in the family knew that the vaults were here, and maybe knew that the family sometimes sent people here or for the ritualistic purposes and stuff. But to find a ship with the house crest on it, that obviously means it's been used more than once. That feels strange. So you pull the ship alongside, and you lower some planks, and you can see the ship is just kind of well and truly wedged there on the sandbank, and there are a number of vessels all crunched on the other side of it, crunched up next to it, all together sort of on this bank.
Can I make some sort of intelligence thinky check about what sort of thing would do this? Because Naomi thinks it's some sort of like monstery smash.
That is a good roll to make. Go ahead and make a nature check for me.
Sure. 17?
17. That is enough. So you recognize a pile of wrecked ships like this as the kind of thing that is often used by sea serpents as a lair. They tend to collect wrecked ships that they have attacked and then kind of pile them together as a place to nest and to hide.
What do I know about sea serpents?
So you know that sea serpents they live in some of the deep lakes and seas down under the ground. They are territorial, and they are carnivorous. They build these nests. They can be very dangerous, but they can be driven off. It all depends on how big they are, and this is quite a big nest.
So I get the impression it's monstrous rather than intelligent.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone, we're going to take a hot minute because this is the lair of a sea serpent, I believe. Because the vibes here are bad. It's very bad vibes.
We only want the good vibes.
Good vibes only.
I remember you saying.
I agree, honored sister. We should look at the boat with our crest on, because it might have information on how to get to the island. You should not risk yourself, so I will go. I will sneak. And Nalas sneaks across the sand towards the boat.
Give me a perception check, Nalas.
Oh, it's good. That's a 24.
24. As you're just crossing the gangplank that you've lowered onto the ship, you sort of stop and you realize that a large portion of the ship, of the Azrani ship that you're about to cross onto on this side, is covered in a kind of greyish mold that is lying undisturbed on the deck. It seems to have grown over the time it's been here.
Can I make a nature check to see if I recognize it? It's 14.
14. It's grey mold. So it is poisonous.
The grey mold is grey mold? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck,
They're imaginative down here in these caverns, aren't they? Yeah.
It is removable, but it is easily disturbed, and if inhaled, it can be unpleasant.
Is there any way across it?
So you can make a survival check
Hold on.
to.
Sorry.
That's all right. You can make a survival check to try and disperse the mold without getting any of it within your lungs, or you can make an acrobatics check to simply try and leap over it.
Acrobatics is better. Well, I've got to prove myself. I want to go and see Vash. So I'm going to try an acrobatics check to get over the grey mold.
You run and take a jump.
Oh, it's not great. 13.
A 13. You leap over the mold and land just on the other side of it. You're all right.
He does a little
dentist. A little cloud sort of kicks up behind you as you do, but you step away from it before too much of it gets in.
And can I make a stealth check to do the sneaky to have a look around the ship?
Real good idea.
Okay. Come on. Oh, 7 again, so that's 14.
14. All right. Okay, so you sneak down towards the rear of the ship where you see there is a hatch with a ladder going down into the lower levels of the ship. As you make it to the ladder.
Is there any castle of the ship, or is it just sort of
no, the castle is broken away.
Right, okay.
There's nothing really to investigate at that end. It's all going to be underneath. So you head to the ladder. Do any of the rest of you want to do anything on the ship while you're waiting, or do you just kind of wait and see what happens?
Just wait.
I'm just gonna wait. Yeah.
This is definitely what we're doing, is it?
The other option is to start a distraction, just in case anything goes bad, and have one prepped to go.
Well, because we can't go. We've got nowhere. We don't know where we're going. So
yeah.
I'm more worried about the sea serpent coming up and swallowing him.
Yeah, or the boat.
Oh, you're worried about him swallowing him?
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Sebastian just goes, my lords and ladyships, should my lordship be going by himself, or do you want a guide to go with him?
If you're willing to, that would be very honourable of you, but no one will force you.
It would always be an honour to serve ladyships on a ship.
Thank you.
A
I will
midships.
remember this.
Oh, really?
And I pat his little toadstool-y hat.
Oh.
He ducks his head out of the way and just clenches his fists and tries to hold back tears of joy. And he goes to follow the route that Nalas took to try and accompany him.
All right. So you go to try and how are you going to try and bypass the grey mold, or are you just walking straight through it?
I'm coming, my lord.
It was a jump. It was a jump that cleared it before, wasn't it? But there's no way to crawl or climb round, is there?
You can make a survival check to try and disperse it, try and clear the way.
But if it gets touched, won't that just disturb all the mold and get in our face?
No. So the reason you're making you can do that without a roll. Survival is to sweep it up without it and while you're doing it, waft it away from you and everyone else so that it doesn't.
Okay. All right. I'll try and do that with my fishing tackle. With my long centipede. It's a 15.
It's a 15. That is enough. You managed to just, with your fishing tackle, just sort of sweep enough of the mold away and just kind of sweep it. It drifts on the wind breeze and drifts away from everyone, freeing up the gangplank so that it is now safe to cross between the two boats. And then you make your way over towards the ladder. Nalas, you clamber down the ladder into the belly of the boat. It is half flooded in here from where it's kind of leaning into the water. And so when you drop down up to your waist in water as you stand on this, and the deck is slightly tilted as you kind of make your way across it. Go ahead and give me a perception check. See what is down here.
Oh, it's a natural one.
Natural one. All right.
That's 8.
So you stumble around, trying to just keep your balance, basically, as you slip and slide in the water, and suddenly you put your hand out, and it just touches something incredibly sharp. It skewers your hand, dealing 4 points of damage.
My God.
Something just goes through your hand. and you pull your hand back, a cry of pain, and you step back from a hole in the side of the ship. Punctured through this hole, it was sort of hidden behind some crates that had collapsed around it, so you didn't see it. But punctured through this hole is the head of an enormous serpent, and it is like a kind of, it is like an anglerfish. It's one of these proper like deep sea things. It's all real needle pointed like teeth and just eyes with no expression or anything on it. The head is through the side of the ship. The rest of the body goes off. It is cold and unmoving, and it is that because in its forehead is embedded a longsword, and in its jaws is a body. As the box falls away, lying limp, sort of sloshing in the water, in the jaws of this creature, impaled in at least 3 places by its jaws, is the body of Vash Azrani.
No. And Nalus goes forward and just reverentially sort of, crouches down beside him and strokes his head. And is he really badly decomposed, I imagine?
Yeah, he is starting. It's been like he left home a year ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is decomposing. You recognize him from what he's wearing and from some of the equipment, the bag that he's holding, and his sword, which is embedded in the creature's skull. Nabastian, you clamber down the ladder as this is going on.
You're right, my lordship. I heard there was a little bit of ruckus. If you're at your hands, can I do anything?
You speak here amongst your honored dead. This is my brother, Vash. But they said that he went to the court of. They said he left. He was dead here all the time.
Oh. Nabastian just very slowly takes his large mushroom cap off and holds it against his chest.
So, Nalus, he does twig that and just sort of nods sort of tightly. I would like to. What did you say? On his bag.
He's got a bag. Yeah, he has got a bag with him, like around his waist.
I take the bag.
Okay.
And you will be honored, brother. And I will find out what you were doing here in this awful place.
I
take the sword as well.
Yeah. Okay. You put a boot on the creature's face and just pull the sword out of its skull, and it just kind of rocks there as you draw the blade out. As you step back, your foot sort of touches something else, and you look back, and you can see that there are other drow bodies here. It looks like you found the crew of the ship that also died in this battle. Some are drowned. Some of them have got clear puncture wounds and slash marks from the battle with the creature. And you you step back. As you do, you hear a great cry go up from on the main deck as Shania Rain. Those contractions are back.
Right.
Now remember, just like you practiced.
I'm not feeling the oxytocin the way that you promised that I would. The oxytocin is not flowing.
Hold my hand.
I am too stressed.
Hold my hand, Shania.
She grabs his hand and crushes it to a tiny cinder.
Loyal Nabastian, our time runs short. We should get back to the others.
Indeed, my lordship.
Goodbye, dear brother. I will return for you one day. And Nalus turns and goes up the ladder.
You make your way. You take the bag and you make your way back up the ladder, back onto the deck, where Shania is sat on the deck, screaming as you arrive.
Nalus doesn't say anything about what he's found.
Okay.
He just goes through the little bag.
So you look in the bag, and you find neatly wrapped up in a parcel, which you untie. The paper on it is soggy now from having been in the water. But inside there is an amulet carved with intricate magical symbols.
His lordship found this from lots of other dead, honoured lordships aboard that ship.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
I have found the amulet.
Oh, thank goodness.
It
Oh my
was
God.
it was in the hold, as he says with other Drow. So now we have done this part. You must do your part.
With this, Shania feels like she can relax. The oxytocin flows through her body. Her waters break all over the deck. Sploosh.
Man the pumps! We are aboard! Quickly, we will sink!
It's happening. It's happening. It's happening right now. How much am I dilated?
You are ready. This is a natural process. You're made for this. Deep
Good.
breaths. We're here together, and all that matters now.
Here
Has
it
any-
comes!
Has anybody got any towels? Towels. We need some towels or something.
All I've packed is towels. There's like no food in my bag or weapons or anything. It's just
Oh.
towels.
Nobody panic. There's
I
lots
have a
of
flannel
towels.
as well.
Can I
And a
get
tiny pair of tartan booties.
Imrath and Fly? You are not immediately engaged in this. Can I get perception checks from the two of you? Just sort of standing by.
Natural
6.
one.
It's terrible.
6 and a natural 1. The ship shudders as something big seems to hit it from the side. And you run and look over the side, and you can see a pair of spiny fins just kind of come up out of the water and then disappear back under it. And you can see shapes under the water whirling around and coming back around towards the ship.
Oh no!
Chase them
God.
off!
Hello,
Why is
beastie.
this happening now? Oh,
Don't
shit.
worry, Shania. I will protect you while you go for this. How
Don't
deep-
protect me! Get us the fuck out of here! Sail the ship, you fuck! Sail it back!
Yes, my dear. He starts
Yeah.
to sail, I guess.
Give us an athletics check to try and rig those sails quickly.
20.
20. It's pretty good. You start getting the sails rigged up and the ship starts to pull away from the wreckage, leaving behind. Can I get a medicine check from Karen to help with this birthing?
Can I? Yeah. That's fine. That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Very good. Should have sanitized your hands though for a birth. That's fine. A dirty 20 will do you.
Can the Bastion scoop up the broken waters from Shania and offload them as we retreat, thereby providing like a scented bodily fluid distraction for the sea serpents? To see if they'll go for that instead.
Wouldn't it make
nice.
a scented trail leading to the ship?
Not if you drop them down in one sploosh, like with a
Bucket.
towel or something, you know? Yeah, or a bucket.
Scented,
Yeah.
Scented towels is nice.
Nice. Okay, so you towel up the waters and hurl it over the side. Give me a survival check to try and, or a deception. That's
Yeah, okay. I'll do that. Haha! A 25. Off we go. This works a treat when I'm fishing for centipedes. Never worked a treat, but fuck it. Here we go.
throw the towel off, and it's like watching a sort of a radar image of the ship going away with the two streaming tails coming towards it, like blip, 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 and they get close, and then the towel goes over the side, and they both veer off and just follow the towel, and you see them fight this churning water as the two creatures fight over the towel, as the ship sails quickly away from it.
And as it happens, Shania realizes that wasn't her waters breaking. That was just the mucus plug. And then the waters break, and about 20 times more bodily fluids and liquid gush forth, sweeping the whole place.
I thought for a minute there you were going to say that wasn't the waters breaking, that was the child, and Sebastian's just looking over the edge.
No.
Oh, imagine! And it turns out all these stories from Shania over the years have just been her in denial, have been like, "He's out there somewhere."
Oh my God.
Yeah, into belly of the fish.
Oh my god! I mean, listen to the live stream episodes of Ross Snow playing 1,000-year-old vampire if you know how quickly. Want to know how quickly a happy story can turn dark. So I've never wanted more to not know what a mucus plug is.
It's the miracle of life.
The miracle of life, Dan. That's what it is. Exactly.
Wait till you hear about vaginal tearing.
Well, you're about to. It's happening right now.
Oh,
Is that
child.
is that a character? Are they about to come swinging on a rope?
Yeah, it's my
My
character.
second doula.
I think vaginal tearing were on the same tour as Sick Wolf and a Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely.
The
Right.
child is coming.
Yeah.
What is Imrath doing right now?
He is just literally fixated on the sails, trying to make, and then sort of also holding Shania's hand while it being crushed, and also trying to steer the ship. So he's trying to do a lot of things. He's just a rabbit in headlights, a deer in headlights. Sorry, not rabbit. Deer in headlights. He's sort of just like just panicking.
Just panicking, trying to keep things going. What
think-
is Fly doing?
There's no weapons on the boat, is there? There's no like cannons or anything like that.
There are no cannons on this.
Yeah, all right.
boat,
Well,
no.
he's just like looking at the beasts fighting in the water, and he's got his sling. He's got like a staff sling that he's got. It like shoots bullets.
Which I inherently recognize as a not goblin weapon. I recognize it as a gnome weapon. Isn't that a gnome weapon?
Yeah, it's a really uncommon. I don't know if it's a gnomish weapon actually, but it's like a halfling
sure it
sling
is.
staff. Yeah. So he's got it on the side of the boat, and he's just ready to fling a couple of bullets at these guys if they come back.
Cultural appropriation, goblin.
Yeah, gosh.
Let's not say that just because that could be taken really badly. Yeah.
So you're sitting there swinging swinging the sling staff around, getting things ready. What is Nebastian doing during this?
Looking pretty pleased himself that the birthing distraction actually sort of worked. But in the meantime, he's narrowing his eyes at Fly and seeing how close Fly is to the side of the boat. Whilst unshouldering a short bow with his little strung-up centipede and the catgut thing to try and sight any serpents that might be pursuing the raft boat.
Quick, Nebastian, come and join me in fighting this thing.
Don't give me orders, or I swear to the seven hells I will. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
What is Nalus doing through all of this?
Nalus is sitting near the prow of the boat, and he's got the amulet clenched in one hand, and he's just staring at the longsword, deep in thought.
I have a question. Do I have to roll a birthing die?
Oh, don't worry. There will be a die rolled.
Is it going to be a D100 with like infinite varieties of how this could go?
Yeah, of how many turds does it roll out on? Which way up is it? No, we're going to do. Karen, what are you doing to help with the final preparations to launch, as it were?
Well, I'm going to cast guidance.
Very nice.
Good choice.
Nice.
Definitely a good choice.
Who are you going to
That's-
cast guidance on?
On Fly, standing on the side. No, obviously on the new mother. Though, what am I here
Okay.
for?
Cast it on the new mother.
So I'm holding like Shania's face in my hands, and
Okay.
like, what? You
And
mouthed
as
at me,
you
Sebastian.
Shania.
Shania.
Shania,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's all
I'm
right.
reading it. That's the
I
problem.
thought that was just something you were calling Shania as like a pet name. I didn't realize you were
I quite
saying it
like
out
it.
of character as well. I thought you were doing it in character. I was like, ah, it's Shania. They've got a thing.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I just thought it was cool.
I'm sorry.
No,
That's
no,
all
I
right.
thought it was cool.
That's cool.
Depending on how litigious Shania Twain's estate turns out to be, we may keep it.
May need to.
Okay, so you,
I'm holding Shania's hands in my face, and oh, fuck's sake, you've thrown me off.
Sorry. I meant to throw Fly off the boat.
Yeah. Hey, I'm holding Shania's hands. I'm holding Shania's face in my hands, looking deep into her eyes, and I'm casting guidance with my words. And I'm just saying, you can do this. No matter what they've said to you, or told you, you are equal to the thing inside you, if not greater. You have this. You know what you are doing. This is your baby. It doesn't belong to anyone else. No matter what my sister-in-law says.
Nice.
Nalus, as the guidance spell is cast, you just see the amulet just light up from it. The runes on it just kind of flicker and glow for a moment. and you feel it grow a little warm in your hand. Not uncomfortably so, but it definitely reacts to the spell being cast near it in some way. And Shania Rain, can you make I think it's going to be a medicine check, since that's what you're good at. It would be a class check otherwise.
Okay, I get a +1 from the guidance, right?
You get a +1 from the guidance.
Can I cast guidance on myself? Is that a thing I can do?
It doesn't stack with itself.
Okay, all right, okay, so just the plus. All right, so just the +1, and it's medicine, yeah.
It is, yes.
Can I do an aid action?
You
My
can, yeah.
medicine
Go
check?
ahead, give us a. It's a DC 20 medicine check. If you make it, then you help.
Okay.
If you crit fail it, you make it harder.
No!
Right.
It's a natural
One.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No!
Good vibes only.
The best thing to do during birth is to hit the person with a small stick, just repeatedly. That's
Oh, right.
This is a nice moment that I've turboed into the ground. Here we go. Let's do it.
I feel like Gwyneth Paltrow just turned up at this birthing.
So,
It's like, here,
I'm
have
so
a jade
invested.
egg.
luckily, 24.
Oh,
nice.
And a moment later, as the serpents kind of start to disappear into the distance, those of you at the back of the ship, you hear the sound of a baby crying. And as you look back, you see Shania is holding a child. Is holding a tiny dark elf baby in her hands. Shania, you hold the child up, and you look at it for the first time. As a child of yours that is to be given up, and then suddenly you gasp as you realize that the child is a boy.
Oh God, no.
What is wrong,
Cannot
Shania?
be. It's nothing. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. There is no problems here. Everything is fine. She wraps the baby up as tight as she possibly can in whatever rag she can find. She wraps it up.
Nice.
So there we go. Everything is fine. We have no problems.
Nalas stands silently at the front of the boat and walks towards Shania and says, Shania, what is wrong with the baby?
Not Nellis, please. Please, don't do this. Everything is fine. There's no problem with baby. Baby is fine.
What is wrong, Shania?
His boy.
So,
Nellis, please, I'm begging you, Nellis, please, do not tell your parents, please, I beg you, please.
Nalas walks in front of Shania and kneels down and just gently runs his fingers over the forehead of the little boy. So, do not worry. I know the life that this boy will have, and it is no life. I will not tell you a secret.
Oh, thank you, Nellis. Thank you.
The camera zooms out. And we see, like, Karen is in the back with, like, a knife. Like, just holding over this moment, like, don't make me.
Car, can I trust in you?
Oh! The beautiful little boy. And as they always say, I'll make a man out of you.
Shania, you know the life this boy will have. I have never been respected. I have never been given anything. Pushed to the side. And this little one, he will have it worse than me. Worse than Vash. It was Vash in the belly of that ship. They sent him to die.
Oh God.
Because we are worth nothing to them.
Oh God. Please. What can I do? What can I do? We cannot take him back. We cannot. This is not the life. We must send him away. We must send him away. Wait. Hey. I need your help. Imrath, can you help me?
Anything for anything.
You must take the child. Can you take the child for me? Can you make him safe?
Of course I will. I will do anything for you, Shania.
Do not tell me where he has gone. Do not tell anyone. Okay? You must take him. Make him safe for me, please. Please. And keep the amulet with him, okay? So that I will know him if ever I should find him. Can you do this for me?
Are you sure?
Yes, it is the only way. I can't. I do not trust him. He will not survive. I cannot let that happen. Not for my son.
Then I will do this for you. He takes he approaches Shania to take the baby.
Wait. Just give me a moment.
Of course.
I'm so sorry to do this to you, my son. It is not what I would wish. But I just want you to know that I do this. I do this for the love that I bear you. Because I cannot let you be a part of this world. It is too cruel and too wrong. And I hope that someday, we may meet. And I wish you all of the luck in the world. You need a name. What name should I give for you? Kazar. You will be known as Kazar. And one day, I will find you. Take him, Imrath. Take him now.
Imrath takes him from.
Take it, and the boat has now, by this point, reached the beach, and you're able to all clamber down onto the beach.
Before he goes, as Imrath takes the baby, Nalas approaches him and gives him the amulet, and also hands him the sword. Says, "This is also his birthright. Tell him one day his brother was, well, he was a hero to all of us. May it serve him as well." Now, continue.
No, I was going to say I will, Lord Nalas. I will.
Good. To all of you,
Oh, sorry.
this baby died here on this beach. That is what we'll tell them.
What baby, your lordship?
Good boy, Sebastian. Good boy.
Imrath, Nalas, if you will, I will come with you to protect you. To protect the child.
I should probably, not that I wish to speak over your lordships, but that sounds like a drow, noble person's quest, Mr.
Yes. Why I put myself forward.
Well,
A drow should be with the drow.
Which is why that you might find a little bit, and he looks helplessly around, which is why you should, I mean, maybe it's quite of import and
Sebastian, you can go too.
Oh, no, my ladyship, no, little no, Sebastian, no. Back to the shadows for Sebastian, back to his mushrooms, back to the place where small people belong. That's right. No, I should, oh, never dream. No.
Please,
Shania.
Shania properly pipes up and goes, "Please, Sebastian, you have been of a great help to me. You have been of a great, and I believe that you could be of a great help to my son to help him survive. I do not wish for him to be around the drow. I trust you much more. Go, please. Help to protect my son. I beg you. Go."
My ladyship, it would be an honour to guard and protect your little prince. And he bows, takes his cap off one more time, side eyes Mr. Fly, and goes to join Imran.
Sorry, Mistress Shania, I am confused. Do you want me to go or not? Just to clarify.
Yes, you can go as well if
Yes,
you want.
yes.
I don't really give a fuck. So.
Because that all got caught up in conversations.
Yes, no, I know. Just fucking go. All three of you. Just you three go fucking do the thing, okay? Like, the drugs are wearing off. I am been torn apart. I've been through a lot today, okay? I need to work out what the fuck I'm going to do. Get this fucking kid out of here.
Shania, Imrath, and Sebastian. Together we will make sure the child is safe. You can trust me.
Good. I do trust you.
What about Karen?
I grab some towels from the bottom of the boat. I take a dagger and I place it against the outside of my leg and draw a line and then put blood on the towel. And I say to Shania, my sister-in-law has no reason to believe either of you, no offense. I'll do the lying.
You would do this for me? For us? Oh, thank you. I thank you so much, Auntie. I cannot thank you enough. There were moments during this when I thought you were a real pain in the fucking ass. But guess what?
You know what? Actually, I've changed my
I
mind.
love you. No. I take it back. No, please. I love you so much. She gives her a big hug, and is openly weeping again.
Crying.
But now,
You three.
no. We must put the plan into action. We must.
Yeah, you three. Fuck off. And never come back here again. You understand?
Yes, Nalas, I love you.
Yes,
Imrath,
my Lord
Imrath.
Nalas, I also love you.
Imrath approaches Nalas and says quietly, could you give this to Shania? Hands him a note and it says Shania on the note. When she's ready.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Lord Nalas. I will protect this baby as if it was my own.
As will I.
As you hold the baby, you see the last wisps of the guidance spell that was cast on Shania. You can see being drawn into the amulet, where it just disperses as the amulet negates all divination magic upon the area around the wearer. As you hold it, and you turn and start to walk away across the beach as Fly, Sebastian, and Imrath walk away. We pan back away from the beach as we see the three of them walking off, leaving Karen and Shania standing alone side by side on the beach. Nalas
just...
Yeah. Sorry, yes.
Sorry. Nalas just puts his hand on Shania's shoulder and says, I'm proud of you, little sister. And then
Thank you.
turns.
Thank you, Nalas. I would not have expected this from you, but you are closer friends than I could have imagined.
And with that, Imrath, Khazar in his arms, takes one more step beyond the range of your dark vision and disappears into the darkness. We pull back on Shania's face as we're sat in Absalom, as she is sat with the Danger Club. As she finishes her story, her hand turning over and a piece of paper, an ancient piece of paper that has probably been rewritten many times as the paper has perished, that says Shania upon it. That is the note from Imrath. Shania, would you like to read the note? Imrath, what does the note say?
What's it? I don't know what it
That's
says.
fine.
We can pause it there and then I can tell you.
That's fine. Do you want to read it as Imrath?
Yeah,
as Shania is looking
that'd
at
be
it?
nice. Read it as Imran.
Yeah, let's have it. Yeah, let's have it as Imran.
Dear Shania, Hello, it's me, Imrath. Imrath Ergen, the guard. I just wanted to write this letter to tell you my true feelings for you. Ever since I laid eyes upon you, I've always had feelings for you. You are beautiful. I've never met someone so beautiful. I was, kind of bored being a guard and doing my daily businesses, and then I saw you and my life turned around and there was something to fight for. I have learned so much about all different cultures and all different things beyond this place. And I believe that one day maybe I could bring up the courage to, ask you to come with me, to leave this darkness and to journey out into the light. Because to me, Shania, you are the light. You are the brightness in my life. And I don't believe that you should be somebody that is owned or just somebody that gives birth to a son or a daughter. You are more than that. You are a woman and you are beautiful and you deserve to be free and choose who you want to be with. Even if that is, Imrath Ergen, the guard from, the cool guy. I just wanted to write. I've got to go now because I've got to go do a guard posting now. But I just wanted to tell you, I love you. Yours, Imrath.
Shania sets down the letter as the rest of the Danger Club look on Sir Baba and Beelzebub and Velda and Caragor listen to the end of the story.
If there's anything we can do, if we ever find your child, I will help you one day do that.
Yes, it is very sweet.
Shania, you've told me this before, and I swore my allegiance then, but I swear it 1,000 times now. If there's nothing else I want to do other than these shards, it's to find Khazar, and also to find that Imrath. And I swear this to the Orcish god of war, I will find that Imrath and I will deal with him myself. If he still lives, and so help me by Gorham's sweaty balls, I will make sure that you and your family are reunited once more. That's all I'll do.
Sorry, what was that, Caragor? You were saying something?
Well,
Thank you.
Well, I hope he made it.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, perhaps it's impossible to know. It is a fallacy, a dream of mine. For the moment, we have far more important things to deal with. Do you not think, my friends?
Yes.
Yes, these shields.
Yes. Who is cooking dinner?
How dare you, comes the voice of the landlady from downstairs. And we pan out of this sad tale, out of Absalom, to wonder where on earth could possibly be Karen still. Where on earth are Nalus, Nabastian, Fly, and Imrath? And where is Khazar, son of Shania? And that is where we leave it for tonight. This has been a privilege. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much, Naomi, for joining us.
Yeah.
Please
It's been amazing, Naomi. Thank you.
Please give
Thank
us one
you.
last shout out for Power Word Roll before we go off the air.
Powered Roll is D&D without the shit stuff. It's just 30 minutes of fun. Recently, we've been doing Tooth and Claw monster disposal services, and we've had many of the Danger Club podcasts on it, and we will have many more. So there's a drag episode that we're currently finishing up. We did dinosaurs, we did vampires, so there's plenty to go for. It is power_word_roll on Twitter or powerwordroll.co.uk.
Brilliant. This has been unbelievably fun. I hope you all enjoyed these episodes. Please share them with your friends. I think we did some good ones on this one. I think people are going to want to hear them. We will be back next week with something very exciting, I can assure you. We will see you then. Take care, everyone. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye. We all waved with our hands and they can't see.
Yeah, we did.
Of course we did.
Of course we did.